Welcome to Alog Radio, virtual radio station. Today, most of my facts will be based on cats. And if you have a lot of cats together in a book, you get a catalogue. Oh dear, that's a terrible joke. Sorry about that. Well, let's get on with the facts. I'll be taking the vast majority of my cat facts from the Wikipedia website. It's a brilliant place. You can get the app as well, and you can read articles, and it's a bit about everything, and it's written by experts from around the world, and it's free. So without further waste of time, let's get started. Cats have retractable claws, domestic cats. What they do is they and all other cats, I think, there's a few species that don't, maybe, but they have a muscle behind their claw that pulls the claw into a sheath, and the reason they do that is to keep them sharp when they're walking, when they're not being used, and then they only use the claws when they need to attack something or defend themselves. Cats' hearing is believed to be better than humans and dogs because they need to be able to hear their prey and to locate them, and they can actually hear small rodents. They can hear the breathing of rats. They can hear the walking and the scurrying and all sorts of things. Very high pitched sounds as well that are inaudible to humans. Cats' feces are very, very dry, and also their urine is very concentrated, and it's believed that it's like that because they're adapted to living in dry, arid conditions. And sometimes cats can live for months on just their food. They can get all the water they need from their kills, from eating rodents and things in the desert. The smallest adult domestic cat ever discovered on record weighed just 1 kilo. Normally cats weigh between 4 and 5 kilos, domestic cats do. Domestic cats' body temperature is believed to be much higher than humans, about 38.6 degrees, nearly 40 degrees. It's not known exactly why, but it's believed to be linked to their metabolism, because their heart beats at about 120 times a minute at resting, and also they're adapted to living in deserts, and they can tolerate much higher temperatures. They can take temperatures of in excess of 50 degrees and walk around freely. Cats' eyes contain a tissue that reflects light back against the retina a second time, and sometimes a third or fourth time, and that allows the retina to take samples of light that it missed, and that in turn allows them to see with less light, so they can have much better night vision, and that's what gives them the glowing effect in their eyes. They can actually sense 1/6 of the light and still be able to see where they're going. Whereas humans, like what we call dark, is light to them. Just to remind you that I'm getting these facts from the Wikipedia website, and they have an app for Android. I'm not sure about Apple, but it's very good. And they've got articles for everything. They've got articles for cars, mobiles, people, events, everything you can think of. They've got articles for it. So check it out. It's free of charge to use. But they do ask for donations sometimes, and you can always give them a small donation if you want to. So I'll go back to the facts now. Cats can see in colour, but like dogs, it's less colours than humans. They only have 2 types of cones, and so some of the colours they can't see very well. And that allows them to have extra night vision because they have extra rods instead of cones on their retina, so they can see more light instead of more colours. Domestic cats have a taste and smell organ called the Jacob's organ, and it merges the taste and smell together, so they can smell the air and they can taste it at the same time. Cats have fewer taste buds than humans, so they probably can taste less things, although they can taste they have a smaller diet than humans as well. They only eat meat, so maybe they don't need that much taste buds. Domestic cats have a very short lifespan, but over the years this has improved, and this is partly because they're neutered now, and neutering reduces the risk of testicular or ovarian cancer in cats, and also selective breeding, and producing the breeds that live the longest helps, and also better medication and antibiotics plays a role. A lot of cats, a lot of domestic cats fall victim to poisoning, and the reason this is because to deal with pests in the house, we'll put rat poison into trays, and then the rodents will come and they'll eat the rat poison, and then they'll leave the premises, and then a sick rat would be easy prey for a cat. A cat would kill it, and it will ingest the poison from the rat or the mouse, and that causes premature death in cats as well. If you see a lot of cats killed on the side of the road, it's because they've been poisoned by strychnine or arsenic or one of the poisons they use in rat poison. Cats' tongues contain bristles that resemble that of a brush, and they're able to comb their fur with this brush in their tongue and keep themselves clean also. The reason cats hiss is to imitate snakes, because it's kind of an aggressive, dangerous sound. Most mammals associate with a very dangerous effect. The scientific name for the domestic cat is Felis sylvestris catus. It's like Sylvester's a cat. Domestic cats belong to a family called Felis, and Felis are like small cats, and they all look similar, and they have similar properties, similar abilities. They have a very efficient way of storing water, and they can live in dry conditions. They're quite amazing creatures. So the Felis or feline family belongs to a much bigger family called Felidae, and Felidae are all the cats. So tigers, lions, cheetahs, leopards, pumas, panthers, all those things. All those animals, they belong to Felidae. When I said cats were very clean, I was not exaggerating. Even their penis has a brush on it. That's right, a brush. There's bristles on a male cat's penis, and it's believed to be used to remove the semen from other cats. So as they mate, they'll brush against the wall of the female's vagina, and it actually removes the semen from the other cats. And also, it's thought to trigger ovulation because of the pain it causes. It's said to cause pain, and that pain is said to trigger ovulation in female cats. Female cats have the ability to have a litter of cats with each one from a different father, so they can get impregnated by multiple males at the same time. And what will happen is they'll release a clutch of eggs, maybe 7 eggs at a time, and each egg can get fertilized by different sperms. So maybe 2 of them would be fertilized by one cat, and maybe another 3 by another cat, and so forth. Or sometimes it's possible that every single kitten that they have it has a different father. In ancient Egypt, cats were a sacred animal, and they were admired for their ability to remove vermin. They would kill cobras, they would kill rats, and all sorts of mice, and all sorts of nuisance animals that caused them problems. And they admired the animal, and there was like a cohabitation for many years between cats and humans in Egypt. And genetically they're believed to come from Egypt as well, in the Middle East. So cats are a Middle Eastern a pet, and they show all the signs of that in their DNA. There's many reasons to have cats. They kill pests. They're friendly. They're cute. They purr. And also, did you know that cats can tell when there's an earthquake? Just like many other animals, highly sensitive animals out there, dogs and cats have been known to behave erratically before earthquakes. occur. So that if you were like a cat psychologist or someone that could tell what a cat was trying to tell you, you would know there was an earthquake, and you'd probably head off somewhere, maybe where there's only one, maybe away from town, or away from where you are, just on a hunch given by your cat. And I think there's a story I read in the past where cats have actually saved people's lives directly. Like they've actually, one cat actually coaxed the owner to seek medical advice. Like it could smell he had cancer. And I think a dog did that as well, because people with cancer smell odd to animals. They can tell the difference in a healthy person and a non-healthy person. So it's quite interesting anyway. But